Hey, Doug here again from Off the Trails. This is part two, Law of Attraction, Manifesting. Um, so, I was talking, my first video was I'm going to manifest one of my biggest dreams, which is a camp or a cabin in the woods on my own land, to own it. I'm going to manifest this. So, taking the steps of going through that process, and this can work for anything. Anybody out there has another dream or what they want, you can basically use the steps that I'm using and use what you know, if you do, on the manifesting process. Now, I'm out here in the environment of where I want to be. First step. And what I suggest to you, like say you want a certain car or a truck. Say a person wants like a car of their dreams. What I would suggest is to go to a place where that car exists. Go there, touch it, get a feel of it, look at it, take a picture of it. Ask the salesman if you can actually sit in it. Take it for a test drive. And what I'm saying is, when you get in that car, just smell what it smells like. You know, um, feel what it feels like being in there. So basically, getting a sense of what it is you want. Same with anything. Like my dream, I want a cabin or camp on my own land in the woods. So what I would do is I'd get out in the woods in this in the environment that I want to be in, and get that sense, and just feel the energy and try and manifest of what it is you want. I've even gone to like looked at like log cabins, camps I've been into, and just like a really nice one that I'd really love, and just get a sense of it and sit down in it, get the smells of it, this everything in there, just kind of get the feeling of it, and I would take that feeling of that cabin and the feeling of being out here, and I'd blend them together, and that would be my dream. So same with anything else, it doesn't matter what it is. You can be like a dream of somebody's would be like, to travel overseas, maybe to go to, like, for instance, like maybe, I don't know, Ireland. Somebody wanted, that was their dream, to go to Ireland. um, what they would do is just watch like a lot of videos on YouTube, talk to people that's been there. um, you know Maybe it's a manifesting of money so they can go to Ireland. And it all comes down to the same thing. Um, but another way you can do it is, there's a video on it, like manifesting like money. Keep like $100 in your wallet at all times, and don't spend it. Just keep it in your wallet. It can be 50 or whatever, but just leave it in there. Just because that way, when you open your wallet up, so you're not opening your wallet up and it's just nothing there. You're broke, and that just sends a signal to your brain that you have no money. You're broke. But just leave that $50 or $100 in your wallet all the time. Don't spend it, and just leave it in there. And that's telling you that I'm not broke. I have money. So when you're manifesting, like you want to manifest more money, it just helps with the process. And another thing too is, um, manifesting and using the law of attraction. One thing you have to do is be grateful for the things you have. Be grateful for the roof over your head. Be grateful for the ability to walk where you're walking to, or be grateful for the job you have, and just be grateful for the things that you have already. Um, and you want to do that like every day. get up in the morning and just get up. As soon as you get up, be thankful for all the things you have. And usually in the morning and at night before you go to bed is actually a really good time to do it. And having gratitude and being grateful for the things you have really helps with the process too, because it's like when you're asking the universe for something to manifest something into your life that you really want, and if you're not grateful for anything, then it's almost like meeting somebody that just don't care about nothing, don't care about everything he has, not grateful for anything he does. So why would somebody give him something that he wanted? You know, kind of one of those sense. But if somebody's grateful for the things they have and they're very thankful for the things they have, and they're asking for something else, you know that person would be grateful for it. So it would be worth giving it to him because he'd be grateful for it. It's the same thing with the universe. So learn to be grateful of the things you have already. Before you're trying to bring things into your life. And that's a very important step that a lot of people, when they do the law of attraction, they think it's just the law of attraction, and they try and do the law of attraction, but not knowing that it's a process of having gratitude. That's a big step too. And there's videos on YouTube about gratitude and being grateful, and they go into more in depth about it. There's books and stuff on it, and I'd suggest if you're getting into the law of attraction, and if you're all new to it, and it's something that you want to get into, do your research first, because everybody has their ways of doing it, which is good, but it may not work for everybody else. It's almost like the things that I love and the things that I want in my life might not be what somebody else wants in their life. I want a cabin. I want to camp in the wilderness, and somebody else might want a relationship or that job or whatever it may be. But basically, it comes down to the same principles of the law of attraction. You got to break it down, but do some research on it. Read some books on it. Watch a lot of videos on it. Get all the knowledge you can on it, and then break it down to the specific law of attraction. Because everybody puts it in their own way or whatever. But you find it's just the basic way. What the hell was that? I don't know. But so trying to think about other things too, is like affirmations. You want to put up. Trying to think. You got to think positive and get the negativity out of your life, because that will kill it. Being negative all the time. Try and catch yourself being negative and say, no, I'm not going to feel that way today. I'm going to feel positive. Even if something bad happens. I'm the one to talk because I've been feeling bad. I just lost my dog and going through separation with my wife and all this blah, blah, blah stuff. And I'm feeling a little depressive lately, and I caught myself last night, and I told myself, because I just felt like that feeling of going into depression again, where it's just, you feel down, and I just caught myself and said, I'm not going to feel like this. I'm going to feel positive, and I'm going to do something very positive with this, and this is not the way I want to feel. I want to feel good, and that's why I came out here today. So it's just a process. Everybody goes through it. Some people don't feel comfortable about talking about it or putting it out there on videos for everybody to see. I don't care, because it's human. It's humankind. It's everything that everybody goes through it. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have $1 million. I don't care if you're broke or wherever your status is. Everybody goes through it. And it's just human nature. and I don't care. I'll put it out there. I don't want to hold things in and be all like, oh, what if somebody says this? And I don't care anymore. Because I know what I want inside, and I know what I love, and I just love being outside. Somebody else might love being in the city, and that's okay. If they want to love being in the city and having all the shopping places to shop at, or just having all those people around, that's fine. I mean, it's just, I love it too, because it's just not, if everybody wanted the same thing, it'd be a pretty boring life. It'd be a pretty boring world. That's what makes us all unique. So anyways, it breaks it down to the same thing. There's a lot of videos out there that are really good on the law of attraction. There's a lot of videos out there that just go into bullshit. The 7 keys to manifesting this, or the 3 keys. I'm so sick of hearing the keys. There's no keys in it, okay? There's one key, and that is your own heart. It's what you believe in. It's what's true to your heart. That is the one key. Okay, there's no 7 keys to this, that. Bullshit. So that's what I believe anyways. There's only one key, and that's your heart. It's what you believe in, what is true to you. So if somebody's talking about something else and you're like, I don't know, it's not true to you. So I don't go over the 3 keys to this, the 15 keys for that, the 7 keys for this. Bullshit. There's only one key, and that's what is in here, your heart, and what's true to you. That's what I believe. So anyways, back to law of attraction. What else I was going to think about here? So attracting something into your life, doesn't matter what it is. Believe that you already have it. That's the one thing you got to believe in. Is just have the feeling that you already have it. And people are like, well, how do I feel like I've already have it if I don't? It's like, okay, for instance, say that car I was talking about. Just, you went down to the dealership, you sat in it, you got the smell, what it smells like, you put your hand on the steering wheel, you felt the outside of it and felt it, what it feels like, so you're getting a touch of all your senses on this thing. And then when you come home at night and you're thinking about the car and you took pictures of it, whatever, see yourself in it, driving it. What would it feel like if it was yours? People are like, wow, I'd love it, man. I'd be so happy. I'd just have the dream of seeing it, loving this car and this and that. But capture the feeling of what it would feel like if it was yours. And that works for everything, no matter what it is, what you're dreaming about, what you're wanting in your heart. I mean, the one thing you got to have is you got to want it in your heart. You can't just say, oh, I want a new car and I want that. I'm going to manifest it. You got to feel it in your heart. I mean, that's something that I really want with all my heart. This is a passion of mine to have this. And like mine, I was talking, my camp, and that's a passion of mine. That's something that I would passionately want to have into my life, and I would feel so complete of having. And, try and capture that moment of the feeling I would get the day I would be moving into that place, and that feeling of actually moving in and having it and just knowing it's mine. That's the feeling that you would try and capture. And sometimes it's not easy, and it takes a long time. But the thing is, too, is there's one thing that I want to say on here that a lot of people don't when they're talking about the law of attraction. Is one thing you don't do is when you're praying or wanting something with the law of attraction, It's like it's kind of hard to describe this, but it's almost like okay, if I want a cabin, so I wouldn't get up every day saying, oh man, I really want this cabin, I really want this cabin, and then the next day I said, I really want this cabin, I really want this cabin. What I'm putting out there for a vibe is I'm telling the universe that I don't have it. That's why I'm every day I'm like saying that. And what the universe is grasping is I don't have it. So whatever I put out there is what I'm getting back. So it's giving me back that I don't have it. See what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to describe that, but so instead of saying I really want this cabin, I really want this cabin every day, that's not what you send out there, because what you send out there is what you're getting back. It's almost like reflecting it as a mirror. It's going to mirror back at you. Instead of saying that, like I said, get the feeling that you already have it. Hey, it's Doug here again. Sorry I got cut off there. I had a bunch of people come up and I didn't want to film it just because they had a group. So I figured I'd just cut it. But I'm going to make a part 3 to this video. It's not going to be today. So I'm actually running out here. My battery's actually dying out, so I'll make another part 3 to this. And I'll go more into depth about the law of attraction. And sorry about I had to cut it short on this part 2, but that's how it goes. And actually that lady that passed me, she had 2 dogs, and really nice dogs, and told her what happened to mine, and she knows, very sympathetic, and I saw her one other time too. I was on the trail, and she's always out here. So anyways, I'm going to cut this one, and I'll make a part 3 soon. It's not going to be today. Maybe this weekend. I got to go to work tonight, so I'm just going to head home now, and I'll see you in the next one. On to the next adventure. This is Doug from Off the Trails. See you.